Good evening and welcome to the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, Doha, Qatar. It's time for quarter-final match number 2. Markhors taking on the Star Cricket Club. Just the right time to head down for the toss. Devendra Kumar with both the captains.
It's toss time here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium for the semi-final number 2. I've been joined by 2 captains and match referee. Representing the team Markhors is Mr. Sattar. Representing the team Star CC Joman, and we got the match referee Amin Ul Islam, captain of the team Markhors, to spin the coin. Head is a call.
It's tail.
It's tail. So Captain Markhors winning the toss. What would be the decision? Batting first or bowling first?
To chase again.
How are you going to read the surface here? It looks like a different surface today.
I think it's different. It's giving bounce and ball coming to the bat, and bowlers are getting some response. Even batsmen are also getting some response from the wicket. We have to play good cricket. I mean, even the batsman or the bowler, we have to play. We have to bowl within the line, and batsmen have to play. I mean, middle. You know.
A lot of support from the crowd. Is that additional pressure on you?
Look like. It's a big game. Actually, see, it's almost 3 years. We are winning all league matches, and we are stuck with the quarterfinals. And yesterday was the day we broke up. I mean, this trend. Since 3 years, we were winning all the league matches, and we were losing in the quarterfinals. So yesterday we got a success. Alhamdulillah, we will keep it continue.
Any special preparation for the semi-final?
We are dropping one batsman, and we will be playing with one extra bowler, fast bowler.
Go well tonight.
Thank you very much.
Joman, you are batting first. In a pressure game, it's not a bad option.
No problem, because if we score more than 100, 110, it's a safe game because we have good bowling attack. So we cannot easily defend.
Any changes for tonight's game?
No, same team.
Any special preparation for semi-final pressure game?
Nothing. Say as usual, same as a quarter final we will play. If we are taking too much pressure, then it will tough. So we will play easily.
All the best. So news from the center here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium is that captain of the team Markhors winning the toss and deciding to bowl first.
Markhors 11 winning the toss and electing to field first. They've always done that. They've maintained a clean slate so far in the tournament. The only team to have not dropped a single match in the build-up to this particular day. That's been the kind of form the Markhors have had. Star CC will be batting first, and we've seen what played out sometime back in semi-final 1. It was a nail-biter, and Sprite Cricket Stars edging out United Challengers by 4 runs in that contest. Back live over here for this one. Abdul Sattar, the skipper, will begin proceedings with that white ball. All eyes on this particular game as Devendra Kumar joins me in the comm box after finishing formalities at the 22 yards with the toss. Devendra, good evening. What a day. Action-packed Thursday.
Good evening, Mikhail, and good evening to everyone around the globe who's tuning into this contest here, taking place at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium under lights, semi-final number 2. Markhors getting to do what they wanted to do, field first after winning the toss and batting first. It's a different surface altogether. It's good for batting. Should be entertaining viewing for the spectators here on the ground and viewers at home. They got slip in position, 3rd man on the boundary, man at the point position on the offside, on the boundary, 2 men patrolling on the boundary on the offside. They got man at the backward point as well. And Abdul Sattar, the captain of the side, to bowl the first over, the first delivery of the second semi-final.
And he's dispatched that very first ball for a 6 over mid-wicket. Khalid, he means business. Somehow these knockout games, the semis, turn out a different side each time. And what a way to get in line of that and just plonk it towards the mid-wicket boundary.
Poor bowling with field set on the offside, on the off stump. Just drifting in. And with the angle, it was dispatched away to the boundary for a 6. What a start to the second semi-final. And a good time to silence the crowd as well. A lot of support for the team, Markhors, and this is the stage that they've been struggling to get through for last 2-3 seasons.
He was guilty last evening of conceding way too many extras in the first over. He did get a wicket as well. Abdul Sattar has his knack of just breaking partnerships early on and making inroads into the top order. But the surface very good to bat on. Another informed batter, Gopakumar, 112 runs for him in 4 matches. He's been in sublime form.
Smashes it through the offside, and it's gone the distance as well. Second 6 of the over. What a start in batting department for the team. Star CC.
Stand and deliver. Didn't move much. Hand-eye coordination there. Good even bounce. And he just went through with that shot. What a start here for Star CC.
Change in angle. The crowd has been silenced with 2 sixes. What an amazing response with bat in hand from Khalid. From round the wicket, it takes the top edge and it will fly down to the boundary for 4. He is hemorrhaging runs here, Abdul Sattar, the captain of the team.
This has been a very expensive over, and to begin with, for Sprite, it's been a very productive one. 2 sixes and a 4. 3 deliveries, 17 on the board, and they're off to a flying start in the power play.
Winning the toss, deciding to bowl first. They needed better start in bowling department. Maybe the wicket from the first over, but he has already conceded 17. Here is Sattar. Hammered it straight down the ground. It's going back, back, back into the stands for a 6.
We've never seen a start like this so far in the tournament. And he's done it with ease, effortlessly punched into the stands. Let me tell you, this is the full follow-through of the bat as well. He's batting on a different surface and is in a different mood here, Khalid. 22 in 4. And Star CC are off to a rollicking start.
What a start. Khalid, 22 of just 4. Crowd has gone absolute silence here. It's pin drop silence here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. Here is Sattar into bowl to Khalid from round the wicket. And Khalid is getting a full delivery, trying to whack it through the onside. He gets some part of the bat onto it. It's a lightning quick outfield here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. Excellent work. Back heeling and saving a boundary.
Everything going Star CC way at the moment, but with a huge crowd support here. Even that 4 that was saved, a certain 4 that was saved, is being cheered for like a 6 by the crowd for Markhors 11. But what a start. 25 in the first 5 deliveries.
Can they make it big from round the wicket to Khalid? And this time drifting down the leg side. It's going to go away towards the boundary for how many? They've taken the single. It's a wide as well.
Abdul Sattar winning the toss, deciding to field first. They're a side that has never dropped a game so far in the tournament. Today, all of a sudden, the pressure is on them. They're feeling the heat. It's the big semi-final. 27 runs conceded in the first 5 deliveries. A ball to go. 2 very dangerous batters in the middle. Gopu as well. We've seen him. 112 runs for him in this tournament.
From round the wicket to left-hand batter. It's down the leg side. It's wide again. Well. Pressure is right back on the team Markhors after winning the toss and deciding to bowl first. And it has been a horrendous start in the bowling department where captain has been creamed all over the park, conceding 28 already with 1 delivery to go from round the wicket to Gopakumar. It's full toss. He's been beaten. 28 came from the first over. And the team Star CC shining brightly here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium with Khalid getting 24 of just 5 deliveries. Ooredoo presents QCA T10 Ramadan Cup 2022. Today is the 15th day of the tournament. The second semi-final underway where the team Markhors winning the toss and bowling first, conceding 28 from the first over of the captain of the Markhors.
Kirmatullah has always been tidy with that new ball, has been very consistent, but he's up against someone who's striking the ball very well at the moment, and that's Khalid. He's raced to 24. 2 wickets for him, but it's the economy that he's maintained consistently, not giving away too many runs, and that's why he's been their go-to man in this competition.
Pressure of expectation. Can they deliver? Captain suffered big time, conceding 28. They need a response from someone to bring things back into contention. He knocks him over. Wicket of the first ball for Kirmatullah. And it is 28 for 1. And it is the dangerous looking Khalid who has been dismissed for 24.
We'll talk about accuracy, talk about control, and Kirmatullah brings all of that to the table. The flags are flying high for the Markhors 11. They have come in large numbers to support the fielding side. They get into their customary huddle, and a big wicket here. Courtesy Kirmatullah. Very, very simple, slow run up. But look at the accuracy. A late hint of movement into the right-handed batter, and Khalid has thrown it away. Rush of blood on this occasion, and he is disappointed and livid with himself, knowing that he's missed out on a great opportunity. A cameo comes to an end. He departs for 24 and 6. It's 28 for 1.
28 for 1 after put into bat. Wicket of this first ball of the second over. Kirmatullah. Their team needed a response after leaking plenty of runs from the first over, and he has provided them with a wicket. Qasim Churi comes to the crease with 68 runs already in this tournament. He has been getting runs for the team Star CC, and they've been brilliant in both departments with bat and ball so far in this tournament, but they are up against Markhors. Beaten, beautiful delivery. Kirmatullah is totally unaffected of what had just happened from the other end. Putting the ball in the channel, concentrating on his strengths and his skills. Cool, calm and collected with execution of his skills. Kirmatullah to Qasim, and Qasim is getting a slower delivery straight to the field. A chance for an out. The throw was late. It's a direct hit, but it's not going to yield them the result.
And all of a sudden, Markhors, after that wicket of Khalid, have just come back to life. He had practically punctured the aspirations, hammering 24 plus runs in that first over. Good comeback here by Markhors. Kirmatullah striking off his very first ball in the second over. Gopu and Qasim, relatively new, but they have the momentum with them.
They needed calming influence in the second over. It has been provided by Kirmatullah by sticking to his strengths. Now change in field, long on in place for the left-hand batter, Gopu. And this will be interesting whether he's going to take the ball away from the left-hander. Full delivery and out swinger. Beautiful delivery. Almost induced the batsman into nicking that one. Superb line and length, and that late movement away from left-hand batter. Excellent over so far from Kirmatullah.
Gives that a swivel and hits it in the vacant area. 2 bounces for a 4. So the attack continues this time. Gopu just walking across the stumps, getting behind it and playing it.
Yeah, dropping it fuller rather, but using the depth of the crease, and it came slow off the wicket, and hence enough time for the batsman to adjust to the stroke and play it towards the square region to get a boundary through that vacant region. This time he hits the ball high up in the air through the offside, and it will travel for 4 more.
They continue to attack despite the loss of Khalid. And this time Gopu not missing out on the opportunity, was in the slot. Just slice that over the infield. Remember, the restrictions are still in play. Another over before they'll be lifted.
It's a batting paradise here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium for the semi-finals. A close finish earlier today evening. Sprite cricket stars holding their nerves and prevailing in a very, very close encounter by 4 runs. A huge attendance today for the second semi-final. Majority of supporters are for the team Markhors. They've been silenced with some attacking stroke play. Qasim 1, Gopal Kumar 8, 37 for 1 after 2 overs. And captain to continue despite conceding 28 runs from the first over. He's backing himself to pull things back for the side. Third man on the boundary. Point on the boundary on the offside. Dropping it short. And it's going to go away to the boundary for 4. Not a well-timed shot, but still good enough connection to clear the 30-yard circle.
Intentions very clear here by Star CC. They want to attack in the power play and they want to take them into a position of strength. Another very ordinary ball, shot slower this time, enough time, didn't quite get the middle of the bat but got enough below to go down to the long on boundary. Starts with the 4. Abdul, can he come back? This time around over the mid-wicket region and it goes the distance as well. Easy pickings here for Qasim. Star CC are racing at the moment and have reached 47 in only 2.2.
A forgettable experience for captain into second over. Again, a half volley, an angle towards the leg stump, and he made a fine connection. Good connection for his 6. There is Sattar from over the stumps to Qasim, and Qasim is forcing it through the onside. There is a protection this time around, and will take a single.
Both these batters naturally aggressive in the middle. Attack is the best form of defense. No caution here. Only aggression for them. And they've raced to 50 in the third over. This in itself is going to play on the minds of the Markhors. Remember, Markhors have looked unstoppable with the bat. They've chased down 148 and they've got their runs in quick time. Tonight, Star CC have come out with a plan.
2 men on the boundary on the onside. And he gets the ball pitching just outside the leg stump, I believe. He was pleading with the umpire, but he was certain that it was clearly pitching outside the leg stump and it can't be given out. LBW. 49 for 1. 2 deliveries to go in the power play overs, the mandatory power play overs, where only 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. The man at the point position is coming inside the circle on the offside, so nobody is on the boundary on the offside. Shot and pulled away majestically for a 6 into the stands.
This is a very good surface to bat on. 50 up in only 17 deliveries. This has been the best start in the QCA Ramadan T10 Cup for any team, and look at that ball. It's been only playing hide and seek out here with the fielders, and go fetch, say the batsmen. Abdul Sattar is having a forgettable night with the ball at the moment.
45 without taking a wicket. 1 delivery to be bowled from his spell. This has been the most expensive spell by any bowler in this tournament. Guides it, takes a single. Some relief eventually. 46 runs from 2 overs of the opposition captain. Now you cannot do more damage than this to the morale of the fielding side.
And after a start like this, Star CC should be eyeing something close to 130, 140. Look at those Manhattans over there. 1 shooting up, 2 was a rather lull, and 3 again climbed up in that skyscraper over there. Tall buildings very early in the innings and full use of the power play as well. 56 in the first 3 overs is job half done for the batting side.
Yeah, but we have to remember the strength in the batting for the team. Markhors, plenty of batters with tremendous power and ability to change the course of the game. Khidmatullah bowling a fine over, the second of the innings, just conceding 9 and taking a wicket to continue. And takes the edge and takes a run as well. Changing his pace, also finding the areas to operate it. He is getting a little bit of movement in the area as well. Khidmatullah 1 for 10. Qasim on to 20 of just 8 deliveries. Gopal Kumar silently at 8 of 5. 57 for 1.
Not much you can do when the batters are in this kind of a mood. They're only dealing in sixes, not even boundaries. Again, getting behind the ball, plays it towards mid-wicket. Nicely fielded. They're running for the second one. One for the arm. Good backing up as well. Batting is easy on the surface if you get behind it and spend some time. And they've done exactly that, Star CC, this evening.
Every fielding effort has been applauded by the crowd here. Vociferous crowd at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. A lot of support for the team, Markhors, but they've been put into submission. It's some aggressive strokes. Kirmatullah to Gopal Kumar. And it's getting a full ball, leading edge into the gap.
Going after the bowling this evening, Star CC. You've not seen them relax on the hunt, on the leather hunt rather.
Well, they should be thinking about getting to 140 because looking at the surface and also the ability of the batters, even 140 is not safe on this wicket against Markhors.
Into the batter on this occasion, a quick single towards backward point. Very good running.
Coming back to the edge of the surface, not much of deviation of the surface. The ball is coming nicely onto the bat, consistent pace and bounce. So not much bowlers can do. It's about just keeping it out of the range of the batters. And even the slower deliveries now, it's not going to be easy because ball is not holding into the pitch. It sits up nicely. We haven't seen many back of line deliveries. It's full, it's outside the leg stump, it's wide.
Too many runs have come too early here for Star Cricket. Markhors have never been in this situation before. Yes, they may have conceded runs, but not at this rapid rate. The way they have leaked runs this evening, they'll feel the heat. Again down the leg, another wide.
That's the right and left hand combination settling into good rhythm for the right hand batter with left hander on strike. He's persisting with the same channel, not quite making that adjustment. Ball moving, but it's going down the leg side. Back to back wides from Kirmatullah. 63 for 1. Man at the cover point on the boundary, long off on the boundary, and short cover in position. Picks the gap through the offside. Should be coming back for the second. He wants the second run. The throw is wild one. A direct hit, but he's got injured in the process of collecting that throw coming in from the boundary.
That struck him really hard and maybe on the knee roll, and that's what's going to hurt because that's a very tender part of the body and that could be very painful. And he's a bowler. The last thing you need is your bowler limping across, and that's exactly what he's doing at the moment. We've all played cricket, and when we go down to field and when it hits the soft part of the knee on the right hand side, outer side, that can be very painful.
It's very, very painful hitting the kneecap, the bony prominence, and hence he will feel the blow for quite some time. He's the bowler who's been bowling well, taking wicket as well in this innings. Crowd coming in large number to support the Markhors has been silenced with some brilliant stroke play. Coming in large number, and throughout the tournament we have seen getting good support this tournament. QCA T10 Ramadan Cup, working then and also fasting and then attending the cricket game. It's some effort from the spectators, but it's love for the game of cricket. Plenty of sixes hit in this innings. Severe to begin with. The captain was taken for 28 runs from the first over. Needed that kind of a start, pulling the first delivery of the innings for 6. Getting 24 of just 6 deliveries for the team at the top of the order. Then on the rise through the offside, beat for a 6. And then round the wicket, not learning lessons, was hammered down the ground. Back over bowlers headed into the stands for the 6. Trying to go slightly angular, trying to bowl an in-swinger, was dispatched for a 6. Back live here, it gets a short ball and it goes right over the top of the keeper. It was shuffling across appeal for LBW.
Sometime back he was injured. He's back on his feet like a spring. And huge appeal there by Kirmatullah. Not interested at all there, umpire on this occasion.
Khalid playing a superb knock. 24 of just 6 deliveries, and that was good enough to put team off to a flying start. 24 of just 6 deliveries from Khalid Ahmed and Gopu Kumar. 12 of 9. 21 of just 9 deliveries from Qasim Churi, looking to continue with the rollicking start that they managed in the first 3 overs. 64 for 1 after 4 overs. What a start. Looking good to get to 140 from here on.
9 wickets in hand, 16 and over. Your start decides your end more often than not when you're 64 for 1 in 4 overs. And that's why they should make full use of the opportunity given by the top orders. All 3 batters, 1, 2 and 3 for Star, striking. Introduction of Tahir now.
3 wickets so far in this tournament, and his captain wants a response from him, a wicket.
Tell you what, Markhors will be feeling the pressure. At the moment, they have no answers to Star CC's attacking display in the middle. That's Rasmi. He's the man who will hold the key in the chase once again. 2 Player of the Match awards. 60 odd runs in the last quarter-final game to take them into the semis. He is their mainstay.
Hitting 7 sixes in the process of getting to half century. A match-winning half century in the quarterfinals the other evening. He's going to be key man with bat in hand at the time they need wicket. Tahir.
Extras has been a problem in this tournament for most teams. And Markhors cannot afford to bowl that extra delivery after giving away an extra run. They have been punished this evening, may I add.
Quite an evening this has been already. A thrilling first semi-final where the team Sprite Cricket Stars emerged victorious. Adnan batting show. This time he heaves the ball through the onside. And there is a protection, so they will have to limit it to a single now.
Oh yes. The body language of Star CC, just like the way they came out, absolutely no reputation in mind, going and playing a very attacking brand of cricket. It's again throwing his bat at this one. It's been driven round the ground towards the extra cover region. Another single.
Also, Mikhail, the mindset coming into the contest, knowing the strength of the opposition. Are you focusing on the strength of the opposition batting, or thinking about the resources that you have at your disposal? Captain at the toss was of the opinion that we are thinking about what we can do rather than thinking about what opposition can do to us.
Throwing the kitchen sink at this one, wild swing, and that's exactly what they've done. They've just focused on the controllables, and they've done a fairly decent job of it, Star CC. They are a very good batting side. They've played some good cricket. They dropped just 1 game in the build-up to the semis. And there you can see why they are here. Simply because they have the ammunition, the metal and the meat in the middle.
Works behind the square. And they will collect 2 more runs. This has been decent over so far from Tahir. 13. 15 for Gopu Kumar and Qasim Churi, 23 of 11. After that blistering start provided by Khalid, 24 of the 6 deliveries. Can he finish the over well? It's full toss, it's been hammered down the ground and straight to the fielder. The catch is taken and Tahir has taken the wicket for the team. It's 70 for 2.
And the crowds are on their feet as well. Big wicket here. Things were going out of hand for Markhors. Gave the charge, picked it on the full only to find the fielder at long on who took a very good catch. They know how big a wicket it is. Gopu Kumar Gopu has been in form. They see the back of him. Wicket number 2 falls. And Markhors can breathe a sigh of relief.
It's a tremendous atmosphere here. at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. 5 overs have been bowled halfway through to the innings. 70 for 2. Gopakumar goes for 15 of just 13 deliveries with 2 fours in this innings. 70 for 2 after 5 overs. Tahir, a brilliant over, a tremendous over under pressure, taking wicket by conceding just 6 runs from his first over. It's a thrilling evening here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. Feroz comes to the crease, 72 runs to his credit as well so far in this championship. There will be change in bowling from the Industrials end.
Inam to bowl the 6th over. Good comeback here by Markhors, but another informed batter makes his way to the middle. Feru. He's had some great moments in this tournament as well. Gives that a wild swing, plays it towards backward of square. Will be cut off for a single. So the boundaries have dried up, Devendra, for the last couple of overs.
That has been the focus at the moment. After the field restrictions lifted, the options are limited for the captain. Also the belief that they can bowl at a certain end, at certain side of the wicket to prevent the boundaries. And they've been able to strike that balance so far, the bowlers, in the last couple of overs.
Very good delivery. Just coming into the right-handed batter, cramping him for room.
Also thinking about just using their skills rather than too much worried about. Earlier with field up on a good batting surface, on a batting paradise, Khalid in particular was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Just 6 deliveries, taking the sting out of the opposition bowling attack. But now with some help in the field, with the spread out field, this has been hammered straight down the ground, and it goes over the boundary. Has it gone over the boundary? Umpire willing to confirm with the fieldsman on the boundary. 2 fieldsmen patrolling there. Just want to check whether that has gone over the boundary. That has indeed gone over the boundary.
And Feroz gets off the mark with a bludgeoning 6. Look at that. Just clearing that left foot of his, creating some room. And just clearing the ropes too. Very fine shot. The counter-attack continues. Look at him readying himself for another big one. There he goes. Gives that a wild slash. 1 bounce to the fielder at third man.
It's a lull for a couple of overs, and all of a sudden see the batters taking the chances with bad deep, so they can take a bit of extra risk as well. Need to take into consideration the batting strength of the opposition as well, since they are off to a flying start and are in a position of strength. They can afford to take a bit of extra risk as well. Edged away down to the third man, and it's gone for 4.
You can't set a field for that. Remember, third man was much squarer on this occasion. It wasn't fine, and he was slashing at this one. So the ball was travelling, and with the fast outfield, that was 4 for the taking.
Lightning quick outfield here. The ground staff has done a fabulous job in maintaining the conditions despite so many matches have been played. Outstanding work. This is the match number 30th of the tournament. Good delivery. He's pulling his length back, hitting the deck as well, getting a little bit of extra lift off the surface. Dot ball to finish the over number 6. 6 overs have been bowled here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium under lights. Great atmosphere here. 82 for 6. Star CC after put into bat. A fine batting performance already. Abdul Shatar going for 46 in 2 overs. Hemorrhaging runs at the top of the bowling lineup. And then Kirmat Ullah bringing things back. 1 for 17, 1 for 6 in solitary over for Tahir Mohammad. And Inam going for 12 in his solitary over.
.82 for 2 after 6. What a start. Goes down the ground towards long on, running the first run fast. Will be cut off. Shazib doing the fielding that then.
Decent first over from Tahir here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, Doha, Qatar, located on the outskirts of the city. Wonderful facilities here. Full, and it's been hammered hard down the ground for... Oh, there is a misfield, and it's going to go away for 4. Hammered away. Reaching for it.
They've looked good this evening. Star CC. What they've consistently done is created partnerships, and that's been the highlight of their innings.
Should they be thinking about getting to 140? Or little less, 125 maybe. Not quite getting the timing right this time around. Chance. Oh, needed a direct hit.
And that could have been very close. Wicket number 3 on offing in that end.
Decent over again from Tahir, conceding 1-4-2-1. 2 deliveries to go from this over. If it doesn't concede a boundary, it will be a fine over. Under the circumstances, this time he heaves the ball through the onside and straight to the man on the boundary. Results in jubilation among the fans and delighted bowler celebrating a wicket, second wicket for Tahir. Trying to continue with those big booming shots through the onside, not quite getting the timing right, getting the inner part of the batter straight to the man on the boundary. Joy for the bowler, joy for the spectators as well, coming in good number to support the team. Markhors. Feruz is out for 8. It's 90 for 3. It's a marvelous evening here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, Doha, Qatar, located on the outskirts of the city. A fantastic venue, an international venue, recently hosting Afghanistan versus Netherlands series. Cricketing culture developing well, and we have seen an outstanding display of batsmanship earlier today in the first semi-final as well, with Adnan scoring a brilliant half-century. And now Khalid 24 of 6, and then Qasim 35 of 17, but it's Shafi who has a strike. Strokes the ball down the ground for a single. The kind of atmosphere, the kind of contest that you wish for the semi-final. Little bit of breeze blowing across the ground, giving the cooling effect to the players and the spectators coming in large number today evening. After collecting 28 from the first over, they've been able to maintain the tempo. Over number 4 and 5 are a bit quiet from their standards, but again looking to tee off and take the innings towards an exciting finish. In the batting department, the Star CC batters with Shafi on 1, Qasim on 35 of 17. After put into bat, Star CC 91 for 3. 3 overs to go. 18 legitimate deliveries. Can they get another 40-45 runs from here on? Mind you, Markhors invincible so far, winning all the league matches, and a fine victory in the quarterfinal as well, chasing down 148 in the first encounter. And this is a superb wicket for batting. Wasim has been introduced into the bowling attack from the Industrial Street end. 5 wickets already in this tournament.
Gets underneath this one, but the fielder puts it down. That should have been taken. Markhors this evening have looked very, very off color. They've lacked the spark, may I add. Shafi this time gets a life.
I had a conversation with the captain of the team, Markhors. He was of the opinion that fielding is a major area of concern for the team. They want to pull things back as quickly as possible. A simple opportunity there on the boundary for the fieldsman, and it's been put down.
Get some bat on that. 92. You'd want to believe that Markhors have done decent to keep things quiet.
The last 3-4 overs have been magnificent from their perspective after the kind of start that Star CC managed in the first 3 overs. If they can keep it to 120, 125, it won't be much of a challenge for the team. Markhors today evening. This has been bludgeoned down the ground to a single. Fine over at a time, leaking boundaries. 3 runs in 3 deliveries. They are all on their feet. Every delivery matters from here on.
Much better delivery back of the length, getting some movement on that.
And that should be the length more often than not, because that's the length there. That's where the bowlers have been successful throughout the tournament. And if they can take a cue, the Star CC bowlers from here on, this is the length that this should be concentrating more often than not. If you're not getting movement, then you're pitching it up. Wasim into ball to Qasim, and Qasim is getting a full delivery. Beautiful delivery again.
I'd want to believe the slow deliveries, the change-ups have come in very handy for the Markhors. And after conceding 50 runs in the first 3 overs, they have done exceedingly well to keep them quiet to 95 in the 8th.
Yeah, brilliant over. What an opportunity for these kids. Throw away the mobile phone and concentrate on what's happening there in the center.
They're watching it on YouTube, Devinder. You can't blame them.
Getting educated through commentaries. This time he hits it straight down the ground. 2 fielders converging. 2 fielders, none of them can get it. What are they doing?
Schoolboy cricket in the middle at the moment. This is very juvenile stuff. Wicketkeeper is livid as well with his fielders, saying, "Call, it's yours. Give clarity. This is elementary stuff." And that's why Markhors this evening have just not looked the side they are usually in the tournament.
Wonderful over from Wasim. Just conceding 6. 97 for 3. Look at this one. It was hit high, coming off the toe end of the bat, was in the air for long time. 2 fieldsmen converging and none of them calling it. No communication between the 2 fieldsmen. With better communication and better approach and concentration, that could have been taken on the boundary. Nonetheless, just 6 from that over from Wasim. 97 for 3. If they can restrict the opposition to 120, that would be a great job done. And a great recovery in bowling department for the team. Markhors.
That catch was actually Shahzev's because he committed into it and went ahead of the other fielder in front of him and then left it saying it's yours. So that's where the confusion. 12 deliveries left in this essay for the Star Cricket Club. They'll need some big hits to get them to 120 plus. Again, not quite timing it the way he would have wanted to. Another single down to long on.
If they want to take a cue where to bowl, just look at the highlights, rather the full innings of last 5 overs. The lengths have been different. There has been a bit of variation We're taking the pace off, also altering the length, and that has paid dividends so far. For the slower bowlers or medium pacers, they've been able to bring the team back into contention here.
Much better in length underneath the bat. Very good.
Impressive. Qasim is betting on 38, but he is at non-striker and Shafi near the crease. Looking for boundary options. Plenty available through the offside, but protection on the onside. Beaten again. Saw the batsman coming down the pitch. Good awareness and alertness about the movement of the batsman at the crease. Just pulling his length back and taking the pace of the ball.
After a start like that, Star CC will feel very let down if they don't get to somewhere close to 130, and at the moment don't think they're getting that far, because this comeback by Markhors has been very inspiring.
There's a change in field. Man from the point position comes inside the 30-yard circle. Man dropped on the boundary, the third man on the offside. Pulled away. Pulled away for 4. Much needed boundary. And it's 100 up for the team Star CC.
100 coming up in the 9th over. Cheer from the dugout as well. They would have easily been around 120, 130 had the momentum not shifted. But a very good shot, shuffling in the crease, bowling it into him at a decent height and length, and that's been picked up.
102 for 3. Can he get a couple of more boundaries from this over? Inam. To Shafi.
Oh, high and handsome. Elevation and distance. It goes towards the corner of the Markhors fandom.
Brilliant stroke. The need acceleration is providing them with. Look at this once again. Pitching up. Just clearing his front leg and hammering it through that mid-wicket channel for a 6.
Much needed strikes here for Star CC. They had gone quiet. Shafi has just changed gears. They need more of it.
130. One more boundary from this over. That's what they need at the moment. The Star CC is moving, and this time he's clobbering it down the ground. A flat strike into the stands. And it's a 6 more. 4, 6, 4.
And what a turnaround in momentum. Just when Markhors are pulling it in their grasp, it's been snatched away by Star CC and particularly by Shafi.
Magnificent strike. Hundred and 14. 11443. Last over. Last 6 legitimate deliveries. Can they get to 130? That will be a challenging score. 1 or 2 quiet overs, 1 or 2 early wickets will certainly create a stutter in the opposition camp, despite of having a potent batting unit. Battery of high quality stroke makers in the unit for the team Markhors. They've been beaten before 3 times in a row at the quarter-final and semi-final stage. Have this bad memory, and if they can take 1 or 2 wickets, they can certainly force them to get into that choking mode. Wasim, 6 runs from his solitary over from the industrial street end. Can he get a decent over here for the team Markhors?
Play towards the square leg region. They'll settle for a single. This brings... Oh, that's been allowed to go through his legs. This is adding... adding salt to injury. This is very poor fielding.
What else the bowler can do? The fieldsman was in place. It was coming slow through, but an elementary mistake here, hence conceding a boundary. 118 for 3, 130 on cards here. Wasim runs in to bowl to Qasim, and Qasim is hammering it through the onside, And straight to the man on the boundary. This time he redeems himself by taking the catch. It's 4 wickets down for 118 now.
He's played his part, Qasim. He's hung around, going for glory on this occasion, going for the big hit. Perishes, finds the fielder in the deep. Much better fielding effort by the very same gentleman who let the ball go through his hands for a 4 in the previous delivery. Qasim departs for a fighting and entertaining 42 in 22 deliveries. What an innings by him in this semi-final game.
Key batsman who has been getting runs throughout the tournament, rising once again in a knockout situation, putting their team in a commanding position. 118 for 3. Still 5 deliveries to go with 7 wickets in hand. They need a couple of more lusty blows here to put it out of the reach. You can't put anything out of the reach, to be honest, looking at the batting strength, but under pressure can they summon their batting skills? That's the key factor.
Gives the charge, picks it on the full. Has he found the fielder? Oh, that's been put away for a 6. It pops out of the hand and it goes for a home run. That's been the story tonight for the Markhors. 6 more added to the total, 124, and they are getting closer to the target of 130.
Misery in the field. Opportunity parried away like a goalkeeper for a 6. 124 on the board with 4 wickets down, 3 deliveries to go. Can they get to 135? Keep pushing the target. Full toss and smacked away. And it's a 6 again. It's a 6 again. Back-to-back 6s for Shafi.
130 up on the board. It's the fielding of Markhors tonight that has flopped. Another skier teasing the fielder at the ropes, and that's been parried away for another 6. We've seen back-to-back 6s being pushed out of the hands from the fielders, and they are having a ball of a time. Star CC on their feet, excited as they've scored 130. This is going to play on the minds of the Markhors now.
4 wicket, 6, 2 deliveries to go. And here is Wasim, who conceded just 6 runs from the previous over, goes into bowl, gets a short ball, pulled away magnificently. And it's gone the distance, it's gone for 6. 6. Is that the longest one?
That's a powerful strike. Shortish in length, carted away, foolish in length, muscled away. And that's how Star CC have walked out this evening. My God, he gave that a whack. And once it got the bat, it even scared the spectators in the stands.
4 wicket, 6. 3 6s already. Last ball of the innings, 39 of 12. What's in store? Wasim to Shafi, and Shafi is coming down the track, is hitting it. Airborne. Mistake. That's been the story. The last mistake from the fieldsman in the innings. And it's gone for 4. They score that they wanted. 140 for 4. An imposing total after put into bat. What a batting performance from the team Star CC tonight.
And what an ordinary performance in the field by the Markhors. Overrunning this one, and another ball is allowed to go to the boundary ropes. It's been a very sorry fielding effort here by Markhors. They have let the momentum slip. They walk back to the dugout with drooping shoulders, knowing they need to get 141 in the 10 overs. And look at that batting card for a start. 24, 15 and 42. It's been one of the finest starts by the top order of any team in this competition. And Fahum Ashraf Fayaz will not have scored, but Shafi Ahmed 43 of 13 and Qasim Churi 42 of 23. They have completely bulldozed the opposition.
Brilliant batsmanship. Captain was taken for runs. Not a good start in the bowling department after putting the opposition in. Abdul Sattar conceding 46 in 2 overs. Khidmat Ullah bringing the things back, taking 1 wicket for 17 in 2 overs. Tahir Mahmood was the pick of the bowler, 2 for 15. And Inam was taken for runs as well, none for 29 in 2 overs. And Wasim Abbasi, 1 for 32 in 2 overs. Wickets fell 28, 70, 90 and 118. Only 4 wickets to fall, 140 for 4. a mammoth target, batting first in T10 contest here at this historic venue. 141 to win in 10 overs for the team. Markhors, it's not beyond their reach. It's not beyond their reach because they possess the batting unit, which has been successful time and again to deliver the match-winning performances so far. They chased in all the matches so far in this tournament and they emerged victorious, chasing down 148 in their first match against the United Challengers as well. So that tells us something about there is a possibility, but will they be able to do it again under pressure? They've been failing and time and again. We take a short break. When we come back, we will have the... But just before that, let's see the number of boundaries being hit. Plenty. How? In this fashion. Short, top edge of the first delivery for 4. Rather, the first boundary, the first delivery was hit for a 6, and then pulling it away, just landing inside the boundary for 4 through the onside. Right and left hand combination at the top of the order, and looking to smoke the ball through the offside, wanted to get it over the top of cover, getting the leading edge. Ball flying over the backward point region for 4. Short ball and pulled with field up. Shot and then a bit lucky as well, getting the thick outside edge. Creating the opportunity by making movement at the crease and dispatching it behind his score on the onside for 4. Then misfield, very poor on the field. Then hammering it over the top, another misfield. Plenty of misfields resulting in boundaries where they should have been single. And plenty of 6s as well in this innings for the team Star CC. The first ball of the innings going for a 6, the first ball of the match. That was Khalid of the first ball of the innings of the match. And then stand and deliver, just beeping it down the ground for a 6. Smashing it over the top for a 6. A brilliant batsmanship contribution coming in from all the batters, Khalid in particular, but then the story continued as they kept unfurling those shots down the ground, through the offside, through the onside as well. And many hits through that mid-wicket region, travelling all the way into the stands. A hit down the ground for another majestic 6. Brilliant strike down the ground for a 6. Hammering it down the ground, flat, many shots straight down the ground. There was the opportunity for a catch for the crowd. Four wickets to fall in this innings for the team Star CC. Only 4 wickets in this high voltage, high scoring contest. The pitch was very good for the batters, then they took full advantage of it. But few deliveries which were bowled in the channel, they've been rewarded with wickets. The first one trying to hit it through the onside, missing the ball and little bit of late movement as well. Then a hit through the onside was caught beautifully on the field, on the boundary. Not quite getting the timing on that occasion. A straightforward catch. Again, just dragging it straight into the hands of the fielder. A good running catch after dropping a catch of the previous delivery. That's the 4 wickets to fall in this innings. So, Star CC after put into bat, managing 140 for 4 in their 10 overs. Markhors batters come out to bat, they will require 141 runs to win in their allotted 10 overs. We take a short break. When we come back, we will have the chase. Welcome back to the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, Doha, Qatar, here for the chase in the second semi-final. Star CC winning after put into bat, managing 140 for 4. An outstanding batting performance in the first innings for the team Star CC. Markhors has got the reputation to get over the line. They've been invincible, unbeaten so far in this championship. Will they be able to register a come-from-behind victory for the team? The opening pair has already arrived at the crease. Start is going to be crucial. They've been able to chase 148 the other day. It's a massive challenge in a pressure situation since it's a knockout match. One mistake and you're out of the competition. Shahzeb and Rashmi both have been stroking the cricket ball beautifully throughout the tournament, but this is the time to rise. Abdul Hutta has been given the opportunity to start the proceeding from QCA end. Has taken wickets as well in this tournament. Early breakthrough is key. Plays the call from the umpire in the chase. Stroked away into the gap on the offside. What a start for the team Markhors. They are known for their batting abilities. Beautifully timed stroke. Such a delightful cricket shot. Look at this once again. Fraction shot. It was aiming at the middle stump, giving a bit of room to himself, opening the face of the bat and punching it in front of square on the offside for 4 into the gap. Beautiful timing. And Shahzeb is off the mark with a 4. ...119 runs already in this tournament for him. Clubbed it down the ground, not quite getting the space he wanted. The moment he made the connection, he knew that it's not going to travel to the boundary. Not quite getting into position, was hurried with that quick delivery from Abdul. Shahzeb 4, Rashmi not. Abdul from round the wicket to right-hand batsman. This time he hammers the ball straight to the man. Second attempt. He has clinged on to it. And Shahzeb has been dismissed early. What a recovery from the fieldsman. Almost out of his hand, out of his grasp. But he hung on to it. Look at this one. Not quite getting the timing. Inner part of the bat, straight to the man. 1, 2, third attempt. But being able to grasp it. An early breakthrough for Star CC. Shajib, the man in form, goes for 4. After stroking a beautiful boundary through the offside, it's 4 for 1. The Markhors and the crowd has been silenced on this big occasion. Khalil Ur comes to the crease, 29 runs, not so inspiring figures in the batting department. It's been the opening pair that has been giving the team up to a flying start throughout the tournament. But Khalil, another left-hand batter, comes to the crease, and a lot of expectation from him. Can he raise his game tonight at a time the team needs it most? So far in this tournament, it's the start, it's the opening combination that has dented the morale of the opponent teams with some aggressive stroke play, utilizing the power play conditions to great effect, but they lost the wicket early. It's 4 for 1. More changes inflicted in the field. Third man on the boundary. Gets the edge. Gets the edge and takes Lithin Kumar taking the catch there. 2 wickets in 2 balls. Khalil goes early again. So, 4 for 2. Markhors off to an unthinkable start here in the batting. Wasn't a greatest of delivery. It was a short lifting delivery, trying to hammer it through the point region. And a good catch from experienced Lithin. Abdul with 2 wickets. It's 4 for 2 Markhors. The strong favourite coming into this competition to reach the final. Well, they are off to a shocking start. They've been rocked back here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, Doha, Qatar. Located on the outskirts of the city. Abdul with 2 wickets. Still a batting paradise on offer. If they use the resources well, the team Markhors can still win from this stage in play. Kiran also has been scoring runs for the team. Comes to the crease. A carnival atmosphere, but with 2 early wickets. The crowd has been silenced here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium under lights. The fieldsman has been brought back inside the 30-yard circle at the third man region, inside the circle, fine leg inside the circle, man at the point position on the offside, man at the cover point inside the circle, man at the mid-off region, long on the boundary. Stroked away, beautifully timed stroke for 4. Man at mid-off and man at the cover. The gap was found and exploited beautifully. Did not try to hit it hard. It's focused on timing and placement. And both of them majestic for 4. Lightning quick outfield. The ground staff has done superb work in maintaining the pitch conditions and also the outfield. It's a lightning quick outfield here. Rashmi searching for the stroke through the offside. He's been beaten with the delivery that did not have the pace but had the bounce. What a start in the bowling department for the team. Star CC in this Ooredoo presents QCA T10 Ramadan Cup 2022. The second semi-final. Markhors have been rocked back with 2 early wickets. 8 for 2. Rashmi, who is in a fine form, getting a half century in the previous match, hitting 7 sixes in that innings, is still at the crease. They got Kiran, who has just walked to the crease. 133 more runs to win in 9 overs at the rate of 14.78. That should not be a major problem for the team Markhors, but they have lost 2 top quality attacking top order batsmen in the first over in the chase. German George, the captain of the side, takes the responsibility to bowl within the power play overs, the mandatory power play overs, 3 overs a spell where only 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. Most of the fielders remain inside the circle, and that gives the luxury to the batters to play big shots. They need to just clear the 30-yard circle in order to get a boundary, and that's what they're looking at. Despite losing the wicket, he would like to play it attacking brand of cricket too far outside the off stump. Wide signal by the umpire. Another military medium pacer who has been bowling accurate line and lengths throughout the tournament. And can he continue to operate in the similar fashion? Because we have seen throughout the tournament that bowling attacks have been put into submission by some attacking stroke play from the team. Markhors, man at the long off position on the boundary. Worked away behind square on the onside, and there is going to be single. Is there a run out? Not quite. Need to build a partnership in some fashion. Excellent run in the end, completed successfully. Absolute silence here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium after 2 early wickets for the team Star CC. Majority of supporters are for the team Markhors, and they know that the team is in trouble. But Rashmi is still there at the crease. 4 of 2. Can they respond tonight? Clubbed away through the onside, but there is a protection. Will the team Star CC cause an upset here in the second semi-final? Earlier today, 2 back-to-back exciting finishes for the team Sprite Cricket Stars. They wait in the final. Will it be the team Star CC? Will it be the team Markhors? Decent over so far from bowling perspective. Third man up in the circle. He comes down the track and hammers it through the offside. Straight to the man. Forget about the boundaries. Even attending, accumulating singles is a tough proposition. He's taking his time. He's making sure that every fieldsman is in position where he wants. German George from over the stumps comes down the track and hits it along the ground. The focus has been on not taking much of a risk here, as they have already lost 2 wickets. It's about getting through this spell from the swing bowlers and then picking a particular bowler and hammering him. That can be a game plan, but look at the required rate, 15.48. If there is any team in this tournament which can maintain its required rate, it is the team Markhors. Widest slip in position. Tonked away! And it's a 6. And they start celebrating again, as Rasmi becomes the leading run scorer in the tournament with that 6. The angle and the length was perfect for him to dispatch it over the boundary for a 6. 18 for 2. Don't go away. Stick around. This is going to be an entertaining finish, that's for sure. Swinging away, and it's been awarded as a wide to the batting team. Markhors winning the toss, inviting the opposition in to bat first, conceding 28 from the first over. Abdul Sattar knew that it was always going to be difficult. Fantastic finish to the innings as well, getting to 140 for 4 in the 10 overs and then taking 2 wickets early. Gets the edge, but there is a flying slip in position, so there's not going to be any run here. 11 coming from German George over. And it's 19 for 2 for the team Markhors in the chase. This has been a marvelous effort from organization committee in putting across a performance. These are the dignitaries. We got Mr. Khalid, the secretary, all the dignitaries from the QCA, making sure that they put across a tournament for all the players, the fringe players, to showcase their skills at this international venue. And this has been quite a success for the team. That's in the middle, in the colored clothing, is the coach of the Qatar national cricket team, Asadullah Khan, the former CEO of Afghanistan Cricket Board, and also he works as a coach in Abu Dhabi T10 as well. Lithin has been introduced into the bowling attack. (19 for 2). It's looking to take the pace off. That's a better strategy as a bowling unit, and that should be the focus. Lithin into bowl to Kiran. Kiran is edging it, and he's going to collect a single. Is this the lull just before the storm? They've been rocked back by early success by the star CC bowlers, taking 2 wickets early, and now looking to contain the batsman rather than thinking about that aspect of going with aggressive bowling. The focus has been on keeping the men in a position from where they can curtail the boundaries, asking the fieldsman at the deep square leg region to come inside the circle on the onside. Third man is still there on the boundary. A man at the long on position, the area that he favors Rashmi. What does he want? He wants more changes in the field, asking the fieldsman from the long on position to come inside the circle as well. And a man at the mid-off position goes on the boundary at the long off position. They got man at the cover point, man at the point position, backward a point in position, third man on the boundary on the offside, searching for the outside the off stump line. Knocks him over. The man in form has been dismissed. Rashmi is out for 11, and it's 20 for 3. Huge disappointment for the fans. Again, a short lifting delivery, was expecting ball outside the off stump. It was aimed at stumps and was early into the stroke, chopping it onto the stumps. He just cannot believe it. He's out for 11. The man in form, the leading run scorer in the tournament, has been dismissed. It's 20 for 3. Can you believe it? A pin drop silence here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. (20 for 3). Farhan, the new batsman, comes to the crease. He has been getting runs at a good rate, 62 runs in 5 matches for Farhan. He's also an attacking player, an explosive player, can manage big hits, but this is a tall ask from him as well, with 121 to win from 7.4 overs at the rate of 15.78. They can get runs at the rate of 15.78. The problem is that wicket column, 3 wickets already gone, including that wicket, the huge wicket of Rashmi, who is out for 11. Lithin, with his military medium pace, runs into ball to Farhan, and Farhan is getting a shot of length delivery outside the off stump. Was looking for the cut shot. He took the pace off, and it's a wide. Challenge of highest order for the team Markhors to get over the line tonight in the most important match, as they've been rocked back 21 for 3. Rasmi is also out. Joining me in the commentary box is Mikhail Vaswani.
He starts off with a 6 here for Han, and that's a show of authority. Audacious, let me tell you. Things may be falling apart here for the Markhors, but they will not give up without a fight in the middle. Just gets back to ball on this occasion. Not much of a follow through. It's the power behind it.
It's half volley on the leg stump. It's been hammered through the onside for 6. He's man in form. Fran still manageable, 15.20. It's not a big ask for the team Markhors, but those 3 early wickets. Again, missing the ball comprehensively, the movement taking it away from the right-hand batter. At the moment, he's aiming everything through the onside, Mikhail.
What a big moment in the game, getting the wicket of Rasmi Lithin. Just castling him, and that celebration said it all. They knew with that wicket they may have also had a chance of pocketing this game. Plays it. Very good attempt, and that'll be a 4. So the attack continues from the batting side. We've seen runs being scored at will. It's been raining boundaries in this game tonight.
Not quite a convincing stroke was played in the air, just out of reach of that fieldsman. But Mikhail, they can take inspiration from United Challengers, 36 for 6. And from there on, they made a match out of nothing. It was a great batting show that tells us something about the pitch, which has been favorable for the batters. So they can win it because the number of batters that they possess, the power it has in the ranks, and 15 is not beyond their capacities.
Oh yes, you're never out of a contest in this pitch. Fuller almost taking the outside edge on this occasion. So it's been a good over for both the sides. A wicket for the bowling side and almost 12 runs coming off it as well. 3 gone, 31 for 3. And just coming back to the surface on offer. You'd want to believe if you could keep a few wickets and have a big partnership, you're very much in the equation. Problem tonight for the chase has been the top 3 who've just faltered. Rasmi departing for 11. He's had an occasional off day. Most of the times he's walked away with the honours.
And the challenge for the team Markhors is that the lower order hasn't been exposed, hasn't got the opportunity to bat because top order has been doing the job. But in a big game, in the semi-final, they've been exposed because top order perished early under pressure. Now, can they deliver? They got the potential, but they haven't got the conditioning coming into this game, the lower middle order.
This total of 140 just playing on the minds of the Markhors. Had this been something around 90, it would have been a different mindset. The nerves would have been a lot more relaxed. But out here, 31 for 3, 141 to get. Every dot ball will be a scare in the dugout.
Stroked away. Good in the field. That's what they have been with the batting department. Absolutely fantastic in the field. They've been excellent so far.
Oh, Star CC this evening have been shining stars in the field, let me tell you that. They have taken their catches, they have put in those saves, they have thrown themselves. Just the opposite was done by the Markhors when they were fielding.
And they came with planning, Star CC with the bat and then with the ball as well. They've been meticulous with their planning and execution as well. When they look at the batting lineup, when you come into the game, they thought about their own options and they've been able to execute it. If they had thought about the opposition, the game could have been lost before they entered the ground here.
Absolutely, Devinder. So often we've seen in this tournament win toss and win the match. That's because most of them have chosen to bat first, going in with the trend. Alarmingly, most teams have chosen to field in big games and they've lost. Good carry, good lift, back of the length this time, not offering much room. 2 dot balls. This is turning out to be a very, very good over here for Star CC.
He's getting the ball to lift. He's a tall man. And getting a lot of response from this pitch because of his height and also using his shoulders to get the ball to bounce. Shafi made contribution with the bat as well. And searching for another wicket. Trying to play it across the line. That was certainly going down the leg side. What a dominant display. With the bat first, Mikhail, and then with the ball. Taking the steam out of the team, which relied heavily on their top order to pulverize the opponent bowlers. But today they've been decimated by good, accurate bowling performance from the team Star CC.
What Star CC have done is got the basics right and kept it very simple. They have not tried to overdo anything. Has that taken the edge? Yes, it has. The batter falls. QN departs and he walks back to the dugout. Wicket number 4 here for Markhors, and they are falling apart in this steep chase.
It's that length, back of length. Using his shoulder, getting the ball to lift, and a movement as well. Look at this one again. Just movement away from the batsman, trying to throw his bat at it, edging it through to the keeper. Right on top. 33 for 4. They've been punctured today in the batting department by good, accurate, methodical bowling from the Star CC bowlers. And Shafi also taking wicket, just conceding single run. Can you believe it? This has been an outstanding performance, first with the bat and now with the ball from the team. Star CC Wasim comes to the crease, hasn't got opportunity. That has been the talking point, that their middle order has not been tested.
With that catch taken by the wicket keeper Fairuz, it's the 150th catch of the tournament. 150 catches completed. We've seen it all unfold here in the last 15 days. 30 matches, 240 players. The QCA Ramadan T10 Cup. Drifting down the leg, small little tickle down the fine leg. It's up in the circle, 4 runs here for Markhors. They still continue to fight on.
What a start for Wasim. 4 wickets down, that's all right. It's the batter in the middle that they matter. A beautiful leg glance. Delicate, delicious, delightful for 4. Just to calm the nerves. Just to show the tension that has been building on, it's mounting on. Big time, 37 for 4 after 4 overs. And it's falling apart for the team Markhors in the chase. It's going in different direction.
The red has started to tail downwards, going south. And look at that blue worm. Up and above, touching the sky. That's been the difference between Star and Markhors this evening. They've had decent partnerships as well. And for that matter, Markhors have lost wickets at regular intervals and in quick fashion.
The big ship is sinking here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium with all the batting emanations. Top order batting collapse. And after that, it is going to be a miraculous ask for the team, despite of having all the resources at the disposal to get over the line tonight. Azharuddin into the attack.
They hit an iceberg this evening, this Thursday evening is the Markhors. And that ship is now slowly drifting off its course. Can they steer it back through this stormy weather is the question. Down the leg, what a take by Fairuz Fairu. What a team man to have in the side. Mohammad Usman, one of the umpires officiating in this game. He's done a very fine job, Devinder.
Well, the quality of umpiring has been world class, as these umpires have been exposed to international events as well, the ICC level 2 and events here in Qatar and around the world as well, and that experience is coming handy, maintaining their concentration for lengthy 15 days.
Played towards the long on region, beg your pardon, mid-wicket. This could be close. Had he been standing behind the stumps, he would have given himself a better chance. Azharuddin, he realizes he should have collected that ball behind the stumps, and that could have been a close call. 40 on the board, another 101 to get in only 35 deliveries. Wow, what an equation.
We have to admire the efforts of the umpires as well. Fasting, then maintaining routine and maintaining concentration. Pulled away, not quite getting the timing right. Amazing work. Game after game, mental conditioning, getting the sleep at the right time or rest, and then but everything has been spot on from the umpires, to be honest, barring few decisions that you can expect in a long tournament.
Yes, otherwise 9 out of 10 times they've been great with their decisions and calls in the middle. Gives that a wild swing. And this is a very fine over by Azharuddin. Things slipping out of hands here for Markhors. Remember, they chased down 148 in their very first game. But tonight 141 looks like 241 in 10 overs.
Frustration showing on the face of the batter as well, as they look to hit out of this way. Azharuddin, brilliant so far from round the wicket to right-hand batsman, trying to heave it through the onside, gets a top edge and will pick up a boundary as well. It's gone for 4. Can they bail their team out of a trouble situation? That's the question. It's looking difficult from here on. Again, trying to hit it through the onside, getting the leading edge ball coming slow off the surface and travelling it behind the square for 4. 45 for 4. They need 96 to win from 5.2 at the rate of 18 runs per over. Even for the Markhors, it will be a daunting task.
Swing and a miss. And in all of that, he's appealing for a wide as well. Well, the story for Markhors this evening has been a very different one. Sometimes you get the impression a team that has looked so good through the league stages, having a clean slate, at some point in time the law of averages does catch up with you, and when it happens in the knockout, it could be very heartbreaking.
Pulled away, and it's gone for 4. Despite getting a nick of time to prevent that ball from travelling to the boundary, using his footballing skills, but not good enough, just deflecting it on to the boundary.
Gives that a whack on this occasion. A little bit of a dribble, and that goes for a 4. One shot of 50, 5 overs at the halfway stage. This is not just a mountain to climb. It looks like a peak that has never been surpassed before.
Crowd coming in large number today to witness Markhors in action, entertainment. That's what they expected, but it's been the other team which has been fabulous with the bat and now with the ball. In cricketing circles here in Doha, Markhors is termed as South Africa of world cricket for not quite getting through that knockout stage.
Devendra, what are you trying to imply? Have they choked in a knockout game?
Well, this has been the story that's been doing rounds in cricketing circles here in Doha, that every time they are in the quarter or semis, they lose. Otherwise, at the league stage, they are the best team by big margin. But something happens to them at the knockout stage, the pressure, handling the pressure. Today, the captain has had the luxury of batting first, but he thought that his bowling is the weak part, and he wanted to make sure that they get through that bowling aspect, and believed that the batters will deliver. But they've been ditched. 49 for 4. Long way to go for the team, Markhors.
Just like the way the ball came in, the bowler giving chase wants to keep it to 1. Oh, he does exceptionally well. Fields off his own bowling, but he has nobody for backup at the non-striker's end. This is called commitment. Abdul Hutta took off the moment the ball went towards the mid-wicket region and ensured he keeps it to 1.
Look, we're talking about South Africa because in 1999 Cricket World Cup, from a position of strength, they lost the game. And in the year 2015 as well against New Zealand.
Well, that was a brilliance of Grant Elliott. Single-handedly, he just changed the course of the game. Coming back to 1999, Alan Donald having a brain freeze moment. Lance Klusener clearly taking the game away from the Aussies. Heartbreak.
Under pressure, they respond differently. It generates weird reactions. Knocks him over. Derailing. 50 for 5.
Abdul Hutta has made it a habit of taking wickets each time he's been introduced into the attack. Joman George, the captain, will be very happy with this boy's performance. Not rising on this occasion, getting an inside edge on this one. And the batter complaining with the height on that particular delivery.
We have to think about the crowd coming in large number to support the team. Markhors once again in that crucial stage in the tournament. Wasim goes to disappointed Murthy face as he leaves the field here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium in Doha. 50 for 5. Half the team is back in the pavilion. All the top order batters knocked out. It's Abdas who comes to the crease.
On the verge of elimination, Markhors, this will be a very, very difficult pill to swallow. Let me tell you that. It's going to hurt them if they don't make it. They have played such fine cricket all through the tournament. 50 for 5. Again, throws his bat at this one. They're running the first run fast. Oh, that'll roll over. Another misfield by Qasim. But these boundaries won't really hurt the fielding side at the moment.
Crowd coming in large number throughout the tournament to support the team, but this has been a real problem. Managing the number of runs. Sprite has already qualified. Stars been brilliant throughout the tournament. Discipline with bat and ball and in the field as well. That's been the major difference. And also the lengths that the bowlers bowled. Captain in particular going for 28, Mikhail. And after that, it was the first over of the match that set the tone in favor of the team. Stars AC, and they could never recover.
That almost crashed on stumps as well. Wonder how it missed it, says the bowler. Came agonizingly close to that one. 6 overs gone, 55 for 5. The Markhors may just be getting the feeling in the dugout. Oh, keeping low again. Variable bounce.
Top class bowling from the Star CC bowlers. Procession of wickets at the top of the order. 4, 11, 0, 4. Shajib, Rashmi, Khalil and Kiran. Farhan is still there, 14 of 11, but it's not getting the move on. Wasim out for 12 of 7. Samad is there, 5 of 2. It's 55 for 5. Disturbing figures to read for Markhors supporters tonight. An evening to remember for the team Star CC players. Brilliant with the batting department and absolutely spot on in the field and with the bowling as well. Just doing the basics right. It's a different format, it requires innovation. But when you get your discipline right, you can do with the basic skills as well, Mikhail.
Absolutely. Gives that a wild hit. Oh, does it clear the ropes? It does. Again, exposing his stumps on this occasion, giving himself some room to free his arms, and goes over the backward point region. More of a slice with some power behind it.
But still it's beyond their reach. 61 for 5. Nitin is an experienced campaigner, taking the wicket from the first over. has been dismantled for a 6 of the very first. More changes inflicted now. Man at the mid wicket in a very straightest position and long on in position as well. And they will take a single.
It's all but over at the moment for Markhors. The fight in the middle looks very soft.
Coming back to the response from different batters and bowlers in the quarterfinals and now in the semi-finals. They were brilliant in the quarterfinal, in the chase, but they did not have to get the total of 140. And Rashmi, the opening batsman, and the opening pair was successful to put their team on the verge of victory. But tonight it's been a different case altogether.
And Star CC, for that matter, have ticked all the boxes as well. Their batting, the batters came out with intent, executed their plans well. The bowlers were on target from ball one. They took all their catches. Of course, they did have a few slip-ups in the field, in the outfield, letting a few pass through. But otherwise, they have looked a far more disciplined side this evening.
He's given out. He has given him out. Was trying to whack it, but ball went on to hit the pad instead of bat. Look at this one once again. That's the experience for you. Discipline we've been talking about. Pitching in line is straightening up and was found in front.
That was dead straight. Are we seeing an upset on the cards? Are we witnessing a complete change of guard in the middle? Star CC were underdogs coming into the semis. Markhors were favourites to win the title. And today, role reversals have happened.
Yeah, the pressure of expectation, it gets to you at times, and as we have been witnessing over the years, and the response hasn't been positive from the team Markhors. Also, crowd sometimes can play a different role when you think about the crowd, the expectations that you have. When they had the momentum, they were supportive, but when Sattar going for 28 from the first over, and after that they could never recover from that onslaught from Khalid in the first over of the game itself, and that's where the tone of the game was set. It was quite reminiscent to what transpired in India versus Pakistan match at the Centurion Park when Tendulkar took on Shoaib Akhtar in that solitary over, and the game was up for India to win. Similar story today as well, when they took out the captain, chose him for big booming shots, and they were successful. This time he lifts the ball over in the no man's land. It's the effort of a man who is approaching the death.
It's been that lull in the Markhors camp this evening. We've seen a very indifferent Markhors batting side. The mountain of 144 has weighed on them so much that they're reduced to 64 for 6 in the semi-final. They seem to be on their way out unless there's a miracle in the middle, and it has to come from the bat of either Farhan or Tahir. Shafi 1 for 5 in his first over. Star CC tonight have been shining stars. Again gives that a smack towards the offside region. Bisects both the fielders. They continue to fight on, but 77 or 17 is always going to be difficult.
Just giving room to himself by clearing his front leg and smacking it through the offside. It was hit hard. It was boundary bound, and it went on to cross the boundary as well. Mikhail, coming back to the moments in this tournament, the moments that would always stay in the mind. You talk about, you've seen plenty of outstanding performances throughout the game. This has been pulled away through the onside. There's going to be single. 10 for 1. 1 wicket for 10 for Shafi into his second over. Adnan's innings in the first quarter final. Farooq's batting performance with those glorious drives and cut shots.
Pulled away. Has he found the fielder? Lithin will not drop many catches. He's taken the catch early in the day as well. Safe pair of hands, judged it. The awareness of the rope too coming into play. Star CC are marching into the final of the QCA Ramadan T10 Cup 2022.
Coming back to the moments, Farooq's delightful stroke play. Along the ground, proper cricketing shots. Rashmi is batting throughout the tournament. Was of a top notch. And swing bowling from Anis and company. It was a brilliant spell from two left-armers. And they kept swinging around and kept troubling the batters. Also, 36 for 6 and then recovering and almost getting on the verge of the victory for the team. United Challengers earlier today evening.
The last couple of nights has been very special for a few sides, particularly Sprite Cricket Stars. Markhors played a very good game last evening. Star CC tonight have brought their A game, and the level of competition, the quality of cricket coming to the fore here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, Doha, Qatar.
Also bowling performance from Tabrij throughout the tournament, aging bowler Ajay and Anis with that combination of swing bowling. Tabrij in particular, but this has been hammered away. And this has been hammered away for a 6, but it's too little too late.
Oh yes, has it come a little too late in this innings of theirs? Even as they fight on and find the big sixes, the excitement in the crowd too has slowly faded away. No cheers for the 6 as they sense the team going down in this steep chase. 66 needed in 14. Even AB de Villiers and Russell would throw in the towel at this stage.
Chris Gale and Yuvraj Singh too. 75 for 7. This has been hammered through the offside and it will end in no man's land. There will be a few runs here. Has he broken the stumps in nick of time? Yes, he has. He's been given out, run out.
Another run out. Lobbed a throw, the batter taking his time to get in there. Oh, he may have just been in the air because he didn't ground it. He plonked the bat.
Good decision from the umpire. So it's 75 for 7. Or rather 75 for how many wickets? 8. 76 for 8 now. Coming back to the performances, I think the best phase of the tournament was when Anis and Ajay, the swing bowling was of a very high quality.
Of Legends Cricket Club, both these pacers brought out a very fine exhibition of swing and seam. Got steep bounce, bowled in the right channels, asked questions to the batters, and they made full use of that new ball under lights in seaming conditions, and they made power play very difficult for the batting side.
And then the quarter final, where Adnan bowling the final ball of the match.
Abdul Sattar, the captain, makes his way to the middle with his team in a precarious situation. Chops it this time. One bounce towards the third man boundary. Just opening the face of the bat on this occasion. Some smiles.
Just doing the formality here. So getting through the number of deliveries in the second innings. And some stunning runouts as well. Eight overs have been bowled. In the chase, it's 80 for 8. They've been reduced to a terrific performance on this thrilling Thursday evening. We had a thriller, the first semi-final, where the team Star CC here prevailing. Earlier, Sprite Cricket Stars winning a thrilling encounter by 4 runs to qualify for the final of the QCA T10 Ramadan Cup. They needed strong response from a very strong batting lineup, but they failed to deliver tonight.
Star CC shining bright in the middle this evening. What a performance it has been. 140 with the bat. Have the opposition on the mat at 80 for 8. Well and truly into the final. This is going to be a very special night for them. And even as they rejoice, they don't have much turnaround time because they come back tomorrow for the big final.
Azharuddin. Has he nicked it? It's a deviation away from the right hand batter. Beautiful angle now. It's just about getting through the deliveries here, or can they bowl them out within 10 overs as well?
Punch down the ground towards point for a single. Who would have thought Star CC would turn up as Markhors tonight, Devinder? They played a bludgeoning innings. Only one man says he knew it. Shibik, our official scorer, was of the impression that Star had something in them to bring out a surprise package.
The discipline, and that's where they've been absolutely spot on. This time he lifts it over. Will take a boundary. In their credit, Tahir.
This stadium has gone silent. We can't hear the bugles. Again, putting everything behind that, and just chips it over the backward point boundary for a 6. Too little, too late, as they're inching towards the 100-run mark.
Brilliant batting performance, and now
Talk about brilliant batting performance. How well did Adnan bat this evening for Sprite Cricket Stars? 75 of 38 sixes, 4 fours. Coming back live to this particular delivery. Another single. He's clearly in contention for the player of the series as well. And what an MVP for the team.
absolutely brilliant today, finishing the match yesterday in the quarter-final, bowling that under pressure delivery, and today delivering with an excellent display of temperament and technique to get to 75 of his 38 deliveries and helping this side posting a total where they've been able to challenge the United Challengers despite a powerful batting performance from the late order from the Team United Challengers. He was given the task to finish the game as well, and he held his nerve. They needed 6 of the last ball, and he managed to dot ball.
Oh, that's been hit again firmly to the fielder at extra cover for another single. 6 was needed of the last, yes, of course, and he managed to keep it to a single. 9 gone, 90 for 8 in this particular fixture. So here we are. A moment of truth will be out in a matter of minutes. Star CC have progressed into the final. A quick summary. Let's not go to the required run rate at this point in time. We are not even looking at that figure. It says 51. But for the moment, let's take a look at this batting effort by Star CC. Shafi, 43 of 13. Qasim, 42 of 23. Khalid, 24 of 6. The top order may have missed out, but the lower middle order came in very good in this particular game. No, not much success, only Tahir getting 2 for 15. And in the chase, Markhors have just fallen apart. And Abdul Hutta, 3 for 14, has been the pick of the bowlers, 2 each for Lithin and his partner.
This performance reminds me that climatic night in Brazil, when Brazil was rocked back by Germany on their soil in the Football World Cup. They were beaten by 7-1. An embarrassing defeat by one of the strongest footballing nation on their own soil.
Would things have been different had they batted first? The Markhors, they'd never batted first in the tournament, let me tell you. They won the toss on most occasions, chose to field. Tonight as well, they have chosen to field, and they have just played into the hands of Star CC.
When I was having a conversation at the toss with German George, he was of the opinion it's a discipline that matters. We believe that our discipline will see us through. It's about doing the basics right. And then eventually all the bowlers responding, batters responding. He was of the opinion of getting to 120. His batters posted 140 on the board and then taking early wickets as well. So a comprehensive team performance. Gets a slower delivery again. Wants a run, chance for run out.
Signs of urgency shown by Markhors. It's about wanting strikes sometime. Just delivering some assault, late assault. This will really hurt the Markhors. Abdul Sattar, a very fine gentleman to talk to, full of life, loves his cricket. He's quite a loved personality as well in this part of the world.
Also Rashmi, who has been getting majority of runs for the team throughout the tournament but not firing today. He will be hurt and disappointed. He wanted response from somebody to raise their game tonight. This time it's been hammered down the ground. And will be limited to 2.
In fact, he was denied that single by the captain and he'll retain strike. Another dot ball here. It's all but over. We can see it all transpire in the middle. It has panned out the Star Cricket Club way.
A forgettable evening for the team. Slower delivery. Not quite getting the power behind the stroke.
Heartbreak if you're a Markhors fan tonight. For all the support, they've given us the entertainment too. But tonight, they bow out. Not before entertaining everyone and winning hearts as well.
And it's a wide.
Joman just telling everybody, we'll extend that with one more delivery.
But credit to the team. Star CC batters, bowlers, fielders, everyone responded on the big occasion. Slaughtered down the ground. And Nitin, as an experienced campaigner, would not let it go to the boundary. It's been a complete performance, a comprehensive victory for the team. Star CC. They've been humbled and humiliated and embarrassed tonight. The Markhors team, a very strong team coming into this tournament, conceding a defeat by 47 runs. Can you believe it? Markhors being beaten. They've been knocked out of the tournament as Star CC will be playing against the team Sprite Cricket Stars in the final tomorrow evening at this very venue. Star CC, after put into bat, getting to an imposing total of 140 for 4 with 8 extras. Shafi getting 43 of 13, Qasim 42 of 23, and Khalid a quick fire 24 of 6. Tahir 2 for 15, 1 for 17 for Kirmat Ullah, and Wasim getting 1 wicket for 32. In response, Markhors have been reduced to meager 93 for 8. Tahir 26 of 14, Hatha taking 3 wickets for 14, 2 for 20 for Lithin, the experienced campaigner, and Shafi taking 2 for 21. A comprehensive victory for the team Star CC by 47 runs as they qualify for the final of the QCA T10 Ramadan Cup 2022. Total of 16 teams participating, 2 teams with discipline and ability to hold the nerves have eventually qualified for the final, which is scheduled to be played here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium in Doha tomorrow evening. They needed plenty of boundaries in the batting department to get over the line. They managed few. They lost plenty of wickets, but here are the boundaries. They started in a beautiful fashion. Punch through the offside. The Rasmi started well in a glorious fashion by driving one through the covers. Just away from that fielder. Not many fours hit. They needed a big response, plenty of boundaries, but they couldn't. And that was neatly guided stroke through the onside for 4. Same came to the crease. Getting the top edge down to the fine leg for 4. And clobbering one through the square boundary, misfield resulting in a 4. Just giving bit of room and smashing it through the covers. At a time then they were out of the competition already because of the requirement. And kept lifting the ball over through the offside to provide some entertainment to the crowd coming in large number today. And they wanted to hit many in order to stay in the contention. The number of sixes hit not many sixes hit tonight, but there were few. Rashmi through the mid wicket. Then a gorgeous stroke over the top of the man at the long on position. Lithin was also taken for a 6, slicing it over, just clearing the boundary. And then a real thump through the onside. And the dying moments in play in the batting department. And the full delivery was sliced over the point for a 6. And 8 wickets as well. Just cannot believe that Markhors has been knocked out of the tournament. They've been reduced to 92.8, and this is how the first wicket fell. It's clinging on to it, and that's where the procession of wickets started. And then again slicing it, the fieldsman was placed strategically within the experienced campaigner, and he made no mistakes. Fine delivery, pitching it up, getting the ball to move around, nick through to the keeper, looking to clobber it through the onside. Little bit of late deviation, ball going on to hit the stumps. Lithin again pitching it up in line, straightening up after pitching and getting the batsman out. LBW. They're not quite timing it well, finding the fielder on the boundary. Lithin once again in the field, safe throughout the innings, and then the run out. Just in nick of time, the batter could not drag his bat or put his bat inside the crease. So that's been the story. A comprehensive victory for the team Star CC, winning by 47 runs. There was contribution in batting department from Shafi, Qasim and Khalid. In the bowling department, Abdul taking 3 wickets, 2 wickets for Lithin, and Shafi taking 2 wickets as well. Plenty of contenders for the man of the match. Who is going to win it? Presentation to follow.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the Asian Town Cricket Stadium in Doha. Hello, good evening and welcome to the presentation ceremony here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. And what a match we've just witnessed. Markhors, well, will feel a touch disappointed. The law of average is catching up with them. They came into the semi-final with a clean slate and finally they dropped one in a knockout game and they bow out as well. But full credit goes to the Star CC. They ticked all boxes, they brought their A game and they put up a very fine batting effort and were shining stars in the field with the ball as well. Just the right time to have a quick chat with the captains, but a quick summary of the match. Batting first, Star CC got to 140 for 4, and in the chase, Markhors never got going and finished on 93 for 8, going down by 47 runs. It's been a super performance here by Star CC. They stormed into the finals, and they'll be playing Sprite Cricket Stars on Friday evening at 8:30 p.m. Quick chat here with Abdul Sattar, the captain. Markhors. Round of applause. What a player he's been and what a side it's been. Abdul, firstly, congratulations. You all have entertained the crowd. You've played some great brand of cricket. In preferred batting first.
Well, as per the plan, we were thinking to chase any run, but again, top order was flopped, and it was not our day. Yeah.
The other day we saw you chase down 148. It never looked like any chase is out of your hand, but tonight you fell short by 47.
What I have felt today was my boy was low when we finished the fielding side and they came out in the dugout. I mean, they were morally low, and we were in not that spirit which we have shown in against United Challengers. You know, I told you that day we have already played the final against United Challengers.
A quick word on your experience in this particular league initiated by the Qatar Cricket Association, under lights, in front of cameras.
Well, I have never seen this kind of initiative. I mean, Qatar Cricket Association, I mean, they are promoting locals, I mean, they are promoting new players. It's overall a good initiative.
All I want to tell you is that Markhors delighted the crowd, looked here stronger and in the finals as well.
Yes, of course, we will keep learning. I mean, we will learn from our mistakes, what we have done here today. Hopefully next year we will be more stronger and having more excitement.
Thank you, Abdul. Good to you and good on your boy. Well, very well played until here. That's Markhors captain Abdul Sattar. Quick chat with the captain of the winning team, Joman George, a man of few words, but he got everybody up there. Joman, very happy. You think you'll won this game?
Thank God, first of all. First of all, we lost the toss, but we have a good plan. That time we planned more than 100 we will win because we have good bowling department. And by God's grace, we scored more than 140. That's a good thing.
You were looking to bat first?
No. Actually, our plan is if we won the toss, we will bowl first. But no problem, we have a good batting department in that.
What's the plan for the final? You don't have much time.
Same plan. Come and play. Yeah, we will.
You make it sound so simple, but Joman, you've done a very fine job this evening. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Captain of the winning team, they're in the finals now. Just the right time to welcome our guest of honor this evening. A very fine into cricket, Mr. Mansoor Ahmed, the national cricket team manager, man of great repute, and has set very high standards in the cricketing world. Thank you, sir. Few performances this evening. We've had Abdul Hutta with the ball for Star CC, 3 for 14 for him. Qasim Churi for Star CC, 42 in 23 deliveries, 4 fours and 2 sixes. But there was one man who came in and put in a very fine all-round effort, 43 in 13 deliveries, 2 4s and 5 6s. Ahmed Shafi from away with the Player of the Match award in the semi-final. Mr. Ahmed, can I request you to please give away the Player of the Match award? Thank you so much, Mr. Ahmed. That's the Player of the Match, Ahmed Shafi of Star CC in the big semi-final, taking his team into the finals. Thank you, Mr. Mansoor Ahmed. Shafi, quick chat? Quick chat. Come on, you one question before you go. आपको कैसा लगता है ये जिताने के लिए ये जो आपने परफॉर्मेंस डाला है?
आप बहुत खुशी है अभी सेमीफाइनल में बहुत फर्स्ट टाइम में ना सब लोग फर्स्ट ऑर्डर ना अच्छा खेले ना फिर हम फ्री माइंड है हमको खेलने के लिए बहुत खुशी है आपने स्कोर कर दिया अभी विनिंग पोजीशन में हो हाँ ना हमारा बॉलिंग स्टाइल भी अच्छा है ना हमको 120 हमारा टारगेट था फिर भी तो 20 रन को ज़्यादा गया बहुत कॉन्फिडेंट हमको कल का ना इंशाअल्लाह प्लान करेगा अभी आप देखा ना इधर
Very well done, Shafi. Congratulations. So this is it from the presentation. The confirmation from here is that Stars have stormed into the final and they'll be playing Sprite Cricket Stars in the mega final of this very big encounter that we are looking forward to on April 22nd, Friday, 8:30 p.m. local time. Come along. However, from all of us out here for the moment though, for tonight, it's goodbye and good night.